Yes, Shiloh?
Sorry.
That's okay.
Can we,
If
can
you
we,
have a question, unmute yourself.
can we please do some art with birds that are pastels?
If we have some extra time, absolutely. I love that you're interested in that. Okay, and then I'm going to share with you guys our different pictures that we're going to do. So watch this. Tell me if you can see this one. Can you see this one, Virginia Ray? Thumbs up. Okay, great. So where do you think this one is? Is this one from above the sea or under the sea? Anybody want to take a guess? You can unmute yourself and guess. This one is from where? Anybody want to guess?
We're seeing very small pictures, Christine.
Oh, okay.
Like,
Here.
like literal thumbnail size.
How about now?
No, same
No?
thing.
Okay. Let me stop for a second and I will start again. Hang on. Thank you for sharing that because I can't see that side of it. Okay, hang on 1 second. How about this one? Better? Okay, great. So what do you guys think? This is a bunch of sharks. Or is this from under the sea? Am I looking under? Am I looking above? There's one clue that's going to give you right here. Anybody want to guess? Raise your hand or just, okay, go ahead. Jack and sister, unmute yourself.
I think that white thing up above is the sun reflecting off the water.
Awesome. What's your name? What is your name?
My name's Emma.
Emma, great job. Emma's right. This is the view from underneath the water. Excellent. I'm going to stop sharing that one and I'm going to show you another one. Awesome. I'm glad you guys were able to see that one. Okay, let me go out of here and close this one real quick. What do you guys think this one is? Is this in the sea or is this, let's see, is this in the sea or is this above the sea or is this under the sea? Ready? We're going to show you right now. And you tell me, who wants to guess this one? What do you guys think? Is this above the sea, under the sea, or in the sea? Who wants to guess? Sophie, you want to guess?
In.
In
In the sea. Excellent guess. Okay, we're going to see one more. And you guys are going to tell me the same thing. Is it above, in, or below? Okay, let me open it up. And then we're going to get very excited to see what we're going to do. Ready? Okay, so here's our first clue about the first thing we're going to do for this project. Let me just share. Who wants to guess this one? Here we go. Is this one above the sea, in the sea, or below the sea? Who wants to guess this one? So Shiloh. Above. Excellent answer. Okay, so here's what we're going to do today.
above the sea.
Exactly. I'm going to stop sharing for a second because the very first thing we're going to do is we are going to make a boat. And I'm going to show you because today our theme is above the sea. So I did not have any brown paper. So what I did is I colored a little tiny piece of paper like this with a brown marker. So if you would mind, take a little piece of paper and cut it and color it with brown marker. If you want your boat to be a different color than brown, you do not need the color. Okay. All right, go ahead and do that.
Okay.
I'll wait.
Should we just cut this?
Yes, Emma.
Yes.
No, it's definitely right size, man.
Emma.
You want to leave it like this big?
Okay.
So, you're going to
What
take a
did
piece
you
of
say?
paper and you're going to color it in with either markers or Sharpie or something like that, or crayons brown, so that we can then make it into a boat, okay, that we're going to cut out. Go for it, Emma.
What did you say? Because we don't know what to do.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you not hear me? Take a little piece of paper and color it in brown. Okay? And we're
Okay.
gonna- Yeah, we're gonna glue it later onto our other paper. So right now we're just gonna color it in brown.
Oh.
Okay, I'm gonna let you guys do that. And it looks like Clara's joined. Hi, Clara and Jenny. So take a little piece of paper, if you color it in brown, because we're gonna make a boat above the sea, okay? I'm gonna go really quickly and draw my boat so I can show you guys how to do it.
Okay. Took a little piece of paper, colored it in.
Okay, let's see. I'm gonna come back and check in just a second if you guys were able to draw your boat. Okay, on the bottom here, I'm gonna draw a little line, and then I'm gonna share with you my camera so that you guys can see how to draw a boat, okay? So let me come back. All right, if you already have brown paper, you're my super rock star, fantastic. Here we go. I'm gonna share with you my screen right here. And I'm going to show you how to draw a boat. Okay, so let me focus this real quick. All right, so you'll see right here, I have a piece of paper. It's coming. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Okay, here's my piece of paper. It's brown on one side, and I've drawn the boat on the other side. Sorry, let me make my camera higher. Okay, so you guys are going to take a marker or a dark pencil, and you're gonna draw your boat in this shape. It's got a point on the top and kind of an oval going down. It almost looks a little bit like a leaf, but then we're gonna do a hard edge on the bottom, okay? So you can follow along with me. Then we're gonna have this part of our boat's gonna be a little bit of the, show us that the boat is deep. So we're gonna have a line that goes here and a line that goes through the middle, okay? Once you've done that, you can ask me to stop, or I can move on and just tell me with your hand up or a thumbs up. Yes, Ella. Emma.
Well, we did know one part. We don't know the other.
So here's my boat I'm drawing right here. So you guys can see the parts of my boat, right?
Yeah, can you see what she's drawing, guys? Look.
Yeah.
Okay. Just unmute yourself if you have a question, because we have such a small class, we don't really need to be on mute. Okay. If you need a little bit more time, it's no problem. Meantime, I'm going to start cutting out my boat. So I hope you have scissors with you. We're going to cut out our boat like this. And then when we're done cutting out our boat, we can either put it aside or we can decide if it needs something else. So kind of not the most exciting boat in the world yet, but I'm going to make it more exciting when I turn it over. And I'm going to add these lines on the back, okay? You can either do that or you can color it. If you want to make yours a little more 3D, you can cut out more pieces like this. I can cut out this one and I can make a little bench. Do you see how when we were doing the other boat, they had the person was sitting on a bench?
That looks good. Yeah, you're done. That's good. Let's draw your boat. Ready to draw your boat?
Yeah.
No, so I'm just
Start with black. Do you remember how to draw it?
before I do that, I'm going to draw the inside part of the boat on here.
Inside line. Good. And then, yeah. And then some benches across the side of that box. Great.
So here's my pieces of my boat that are going to go on here. And I think they're a little bit too long for what I want, so I'm going to make them a little shorter. I'm going to glue them on there.
Okay, so you can cut it out. Okay, cut the boat.
I'm going to stop sharing for just a minute and see if anybody has any questions for me.
Cut
And
it
then
out.
I'll come back and show you my boat again, okay? All right, sorry, this is a little small. A little bit bigger, hold on.
We're behind and we need a little bit more time.
You got it. You take as much time as you want. I'm sorry if you felt rushed. Let me move.
Cut it for you or finish that drawing for you? That feels so nice.
I'll just stop sharing and I'll let you guys have some time to work, okay? If you have any questions, you can ask me. Otherwise, I'll just assume you're doing awesome and making some art. I'll keep you on mute just because it's a little bit easier if we don't hear each other talking in the background, but if you have any questions, just ask, okay? I'm gonna try to fix my camera because it's acting really weird. It's showing me the ceiling and I don't need to see the ceiling. I need to see my boat. There we go. Okay, wow, I am happy with my boat again. I'll show you guys so you can see. Okay, great. So here is my boat in a much better way. So you can glue these pieces on if you have a little glue stick or a bottle of glue. Okay. That's going to be how you're going to be able to sit in your boat because we're going to do a person sitting in our boat. And I'm going to show that picture one more time. Not of me, but of our boat. Okay. So here is our boat we are trying to draw. And this is going to be our sea view from above, as though we were a bird. Okay. Now, if you are done with your boat, you can set it aside because we're going to move on to another step. But if you're not done yet, I have no problem to wait just a little bit. You guys are the boss here. You set the pace. So you tell me if it's too fast or I'm making you wait too long. Okay. So I've done my boat now. And now it's your turn to tell me if you're ready to move on or if you want to wait a little more time. Either do a hand like this to slow down or a thumbs up to move on.
Excuse me, my sister's a little bit behind, so could we slow down a little bit?
We'll certainly do that. Thank you for telling me, Jack. Now, if you guys know me from the other classes, Sophie's going to know what I'm going to say. I'm probably going to tell some bad jokes while we're waiting, right? Because those really make me laugh. And even though you guys might look at me like I'm crazy. Anybody got a joke they want to tell me? Hudson has one. Can you unmute yourself, Hudson? She's coming. Hudson, you got a joke to tell me?
Yes.
What is it?
Well, it's a very funny joke.
I'm ready to hear it. Tell me, please.
Knock, knock.
Who's there?
Interrupting cow.
Interrupting cow?
Yeah.
Oh, you got me. That's a good one. All right, let's see. Let's see. Anybody else got one they want to tell us? Okay, Shiloh, go for it.
Why did the cookie go to the doctor?
He was falling apart.
Because he was feeling crummy.
Rummy, that's a good one. Excellent. That's a good one. Let's see. I want to find a good one. I steal mine from the internet just because they tell better jokes than I do, but I'm going to get a good one. Okay. All right, here we come. Some funny jokes. At least I think so. Uh-oh, internet's going slow. Here we go.
Excuse me,
I'm listening to you.
is this where we're supposed to be?
Yes, perfect. Exactly.
Copy this.
Exactly. So here's what mine looks like. I've got my boat. I put a few seats in there and I drew some designs around the edges. Okay. Awesome.
That's not big enough. Thank you, Jack. Wait. No.
It's fine. That's fine.
That's totally good. That looks great.
Excuse me. We're ready to move on.
Oh, excellent. Okay, great. So now let's put our boat off to the side because we're going to go back to that later. Okay. And you're going to take your piece of paper that's going to be your ocean. Okay. I have a big piece of paper here. You don't have to have a big piece of paper. You can choose what materials you're going to use. Are you going to use markers? Are you going to use watercolors? Are you going to use crayons? It's your choice right now. And what you're going to do is you're going to color your whole ocean. Now, remember, the ocean is not just one color. The ocean is many colors, right? It's kind of blue, it's kind of green, it's kind of a little bit yellow sometimes. So what I'm going to choose to do is mine with markers. If you have markers, that will be a cool one, but if you don't, it's okay too. So watch what I'm going to do. I'm going to put it on the screen share, and I'm going to do mine with markers. I'm going to fill up my whole paper right here with colors from the ocean. So I'm going to do some green. I'm going to do some blue. And what I'm going to do is just kind of make it messy, because what I'm going to do after is I'm going to put a little water on it. And when I add a little bit of water to it, it's going to turn into something that looks kind of watercolory. Okay, so I'm going to do that while you guys are doing yours. I'm going to add a little bit of dark green. And we can decide what's going to be in our ocean. Is it going to be a sunken treasure? Is it going to be a bunch of fish? Probably have a lot of fish in mine. Okay, I'm using the side of my marker, and that helps me to do a little bit more area at once, rather than if I use the top, it would only let me have a little bit of a point. So by using the side of it, I can fill up much more area. Okay, so here we go. How's that look so far? Good. I see other friends have some watercolors. If you have watercolors, that's a great choice too. Actually, the more colors you kind of add on top of yours, the more it's going to give it depth. It's going to make it look like you're going down into the water, because the water's changing colors. The deeper water looks darker. The more shallow water looks lighter. So I'm even going to add some dark purple. And then I'm going to take a paintbrush, and I'm going to add some water, and I'm going to just smush it around. And what's going to happen is it's going to start to become almost like a paint. Okay. If you're not at this step yet, you don't have to rush. Okay. You can take your time. We have plenty of time together.
Okay.
Showing you ahead of time so that you know what's coming up if you are finished a little bit ahead. But if you're not, you just go right ahead and take your time.
Do you want to brush on her with some water to make it smoother?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, great. Now, Clara, I see you on there, but I don't know if you're making art with us. Are you making art with us? How about you, Jenny?
Oh, yes.
Okay, awesome. If you have any questions, let me know. If you have a paper towel too, what works really good with watercolors that we're making is you can take a paper towel and kind of smush it around onto the paint, and it makes a really cool design too. You see how neat that looks when you're doing the watercolors from the marker?
Mhm.
Now watch this. I'm going to take this and I'm going to smush it around, and it's going to give it kind of a cool effect too. So I want it to look like I'm deep, 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 going to be looking deep down into the ocean. And what do you think is going to go on top of here if we're looking from above? Do you think we're going to put our boat on there? I think we might. Okay. So I'm going to kind of stop painting there, and I'm going to see if you guys have any questions. I don't have to make mine a finished perfect product. I'm here to help you guys. Okay, let's see. Anybody have any questions or need any help? Okay, keep making awesome art then. I'm gonna pull out some skinny markers for the next step, but we're not gonna do the next step yet. I'm just telling you what I'm doing. I'm pulling out some skinny markers because I'm gonna use those for making fish under the water. But if you don't have skinny markers and you wanna use crayons, colored pencils, any of the above will work. Actually, I'll pull out a variety too. Okay. Let's see. Okay, while you guys are working, I am gonna see if somebody wants to hear a funny joke. What did the ocean say to the pirate? This is a funny ocean themed joke. What did the ocean say to the pirate? Anybody want to guess? It didn't say anything, it just waved. The ocean waves. Come on, that's a good joke, right? Thank you, thank you. My best friend is in the background giving me a round of applause. I think she's being kind. Let's see. What kind of button is it impossible to unbutton? Anybody know what kind of button is impossible to unbutton? Any guesses? Virginia Ray's got a guess. You got a guess, Virginia? No? How about you, Jenny? You got a guess? It's the belly button.
That's a good one.
Thank you. Let's see. Okay, why do fish live in salt water? We have another fish theme. Why do they live in the salt water? Because the pepper water would make them sneeze. I think I'm cracking myself up more than you guys. Let's see. Okay. Let's see. Maybe there's a joke. Well,
It's ready. Well,
well,
I'm gonna get
you have a, no?
make it a little stronger. That's a good idea.
Oh, okay.
Anna can get that.
How do you get a squirrel to like you?
I need a squirrel.
How would you get a squirrel to like you?
He doesn't have water to eat.
You simply act like a nut. Hudson, that's a beautiful picture. So if you are finished now and you have a little extra time, you can glue your boat on there. See how I've glued my boat on there? Okay, great. Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna find another good joke. This is a joke about fishing. Why do fish like to eat worms? Because they get hooked on them. Anybody else got a good joke for me? And does anybody want to share what you've been drawing? Oh, I see Sophie's pretty one. Let me see. I am going to find a picture of the dog.
Excuse me?
You please ask me anything.
Is this good?
Let's see. Oh, it's terrific. Excellent job. It's absolutely perfect.
Excuse me, is this one good too?
Awesome. Yep. Jack, you can, yours is great, Emma. Jack, you can make yours go a little more to the edges, but it looks perfect.
Okay. So add, not with the what with the marker, do it because
Go the same direction you were going.
Gonna do a dolphin in a
It
minute.
looks, you know,
just
consistent.
A minute before we do that.
you know, green.
Those are beautiful, guys.
Thank you.
Thank mommy.
It's up to
Thank you, Mommy.
Yeah.
I'm making a mess.
It's okay, a mess is fun.
I can't see.
Also, we're just coming up with the idea to get on this class, setting it all
Christine,
up.
you know, just ask her if you like. Can you see this?
Mine.
What type of bee can't make up its mind? Oh, that looks perfect, Anat. What kind of bee can't make up its mind? Virginia, it's gorgeous. Maybe. That's great. Okay, so now I'm going to go back and screen share two things with you. The first one is my boat right here. So you can see that I've started to add some colored pencils on here. Let me just move this over. I've started to add some colored pencils on here, and I've done some fish, but I'm not going to do a lot of details because in my mind, the fish is under the water around the boat. And so what I'm doing is I'm coloring it in like this, and I'm making my fish, but I'm not doing any details of colors because a fish is under the water. We're not going to see so many details on it, okay? But what I am going to do is I'm going to show you guys how to draw a dolphin that looks like it's under the water, okay? So I'm going to stop sharing this for a minute, and I'm going to show you a picture of a dolphin that's going to be give us our inspiration. Okay, so let me just open that up real quick. 1 second. Okay. Give me 1 second. I gotta find it. It's hiding on me. Dolphins like to hide. Okay, here we go. All right, zoom. Okay, here's our dolphin. Ready? Okay. Okay, so here's our dolphin from above, okay? So take your pencil and you're just going to make this shape right here. It's a long, skinny tube, okay? A long, skinny tube. I'm gonna make it about as big as my boat, okay? So I'm gonna make my long, skinny tube like this. It's gonna be a little wider and then a little smaller, okay? So I'm gonna go back and show you guys how to do this in just a second, but look at this dolphin. He's going to be on a view from above, so we're not going to see his face, okay? We're just going to see a view from above, okay? So here's my dolphin I'm going to share with you guys in just a second, okay? And so let me go out of here and stop sharing so that you guys can see what I'm working on. Okay, so check this out. Here's what I'm working on. Okay, so here is, wait a minute. There we go. Here's my dolphin from above. Do you see it? Okay, so I did a long oval shape. I did a tail that's a triangle, right? We can even bring it in a little bit like this. And I'm doing this in pencil because I want to be able to erase if I don't like something. And then I did his mouth up here, but I actually am not going to really see his face. The only thing I might see is on the top, I might see in the corner just a little bit of eyes, okay? So now I have it the way I like it, and it's under the water. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to color it in, but I'm going to color it in just very lightly with a gray, because under the water, I'm not going to be able to see so many details, but I'm going to know that it's there because I see it from my boat. Okay, so now I've colored it in sort of light gray. Now I'm going to take my paintbrush and I'm going to paint a little bit of water on there. And that's going to give me a little bit more details, but it's still going to look like it's under the water. Does that make sense? Okay. So now I have a few fish and a boat and a dolphin under the water. Okay. Next, we're going to move on to coral, but I'm going to give you some time to draw your dolphin. Okay. Okay. Who needs some help? Anybody need any help? Raise your hand or just unmute yourself. Okay.
I can't draw my dolphin yet because from the watercolors it's still wet.
It's okay if it's still a little bit wet. You could still draw with a pencil on it. It'll show up.
Okay.
Okay. Hi, Virginia. Go for it.
I need help.
Can I see what you've done? Awesome. Okay, excellent. So, wow, I love your fish. So let me show you the picture of the dolphin again. That might help you. So here's the dolphin again. You're going to look at this shape right here. It's a long, skinny oval.
Oval. What you made?
And it has
Uh-oh,
two
you're-
little wings. They're not really wings. They're fins, but they're on the side and they're up towards the top. And there's a tail that makes the shape like, does that help? I want to step if you like, but I think you can do it.
I'm going to try an oval with some.
Okay, don't get stressed out. And you know what? You can also do it on a separate piece of paper and practice or with a pencil in case it's hard to do. Okay, I'm so proud of you guys. You're trying something new. I bet when you were taking Under the Sea, you thought you're going to draw all stuff under the sea, and we are going to do that, but after. Sophie, how's yours look? You want to hold it up and I'll spotlight you? All right, let's see it. Super cool. I can't see any fish in there. Do you have some fish in there?
I didn't put any in yet.
Okay, if you could put a couple of fish in, that would be good. That way we can start to see that we're above the water. Okay, great. Anybody else want to share what they've been making? Hudson, you want to share yours? Okay, let's see. Oh, look at that, Sims. Let's see it, Hudson.
Kind of went ahead and made a mini picture of me and stuck it in the boat.
What a great idea. We're going to do that next. Excellent. Can I see it up close?
Oh, I can't really get it to go up close, but it's as close as I can get it to go.
Oh, excellent. I'm very proud of you. Can you do a couple more fish for me?
Could you mute me then?
Of course. Anybody else want to share yours? Let's see. How did yours come up? Okay, let me spotlight you. Virginia, let's see. Oh, I think you're doing a beautiful job. That looks for sure like a dolphin to me. I see it right here on the right-hand side. Awesome. See, you could do it. I knew you could. I'm proud of you. Okay, let's see. Who else? Anybody else? Okay. Is it your name Anat? Is that how you say your name? Okay. Okay, you want to share yours?
My name is Ellie.
Allie, hi Allie. You want to share yours?
Yeah.
Let's see, Ellie's. Oh, so gorgeous, Ellie. I love it. Look at those fish under the water. Super cool. Well done. Okay. Now, I'm going to go back to mine for just a minute.
Is this good?
Okay, let's see. Emma wants to share. Terrific, Emma. Can you color your dolphin in with a little gray or a little bit of dark blue or something?
Sure.
Awesome. Okay, so now what I'm going to show you. Emma, I think you were at art camp with me last.
Excuse me. Thanks. Excuse me.
Yes.
Is this good?
See, Jack, you're on spotlight. Oh, excellent. Draw a few fish, but it's perfect. Great job.
Okay.
Okay, so now what I'm going to share with you guys is I'm going to go back to my screen share for a few minutes because I want to share with you guys what we're gonna do next is some coral. Do you guys know what coral is? Coral is actually alive, which is so cool. It's on the bottom of the ocean and it's rock.
Coral is a plant that's on the bottom of the ocean, and when it's nighttime, it all lights up.
Oh, you know what? Some coral does light up. It's a luminescent, they call it. Excellent. I'm so proud of you knowing that answer. Yes, it is a plant and it is alive, which is very cool. So I'm going to show you guys some coral real quick because it's so beautiful and it has so many colors and it will really make you so happy to see all the coral. Okay, so let me just open it for you guys. Hold on one more brief second. Sorry. Here we go. And I'm going to show you the coral. Okay, here we go. So check that out. This is all coral at the bottom here. So if we're looking at this from above, we're not going to see all the details of it, but we are going to see some plants. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to draw a few of these shapes from above. So watch what I'm going to do. You don't have to do exactly what I'm doing, but this can inspire you to do it. Okay, so here's my boat. I'm going to draw what I think is like some coral from underneath, right? This is going to be some rocks and some coral. Okay, but remember it's far away down, so I'm not going to draw it so detailed. I'm just going to draw like this so that we can tell that there's some rocks and some coral there. And then I'm going to add some other colors on top of it because if you saw that picture I just showed you, boy, there was a lot of colors in that coral, right? So I'm going to draw a whole cluster of coral on this side of my picture. Okay, I'm going to add even some orange in here. That's going to be pretty. I'm going to go find a yellow. This time I'm going to use a bigger yellow. I can even use some tan. I can use some green. You choose, okay? So this is going to be my coral from above. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to add my water on top of it, just like before. Okay, I'm going to add my water onto the coral. Okay, and now it should look like some rocks from below. Okay, see how cool that looks? So those are going to be my coral rocks. Okay, and I'm going to dab it a little bit so it's not quite so dark. Okay, and now I've gotten coral and fish and a dolphin. So there's a lot of cool elements that I've added to mine, right? So I'm going to maybe make a few fish that are swimming together because fish that swim together are called a school, which I'm sure you already knew that because you guys are so smart. But a school of fish, right? So I'm going to draw a couple different kinds of fish that are swimming together. Okay. And that's going to give me some more details. Okay. So I can add all kinds of stuff on there. I could do seaweed. I could do all kinds of things, but I don't want us to run out of time. So what I'm going to ask you guys to do is once you have kind of what you want with the fish and with the boat and with the coral, we're going to go back to our boat and we're going to take another piece of paper and we're going to make an image of ourselves the way Hudson did. And what's going to be cool about that is it's going to make it 3D and we're going to be sitting in our boat. Sophie Johnson, go for it.
I'm making some jellyfish, like when you taught one of your class.
Yes, excellent idea. Jellyfish is a great idea. So jellyfish are kind of blobby, right? They're kind of blobby. It means that they don't have a lot of form to them, right? They're kind of blobby. So I'm going to go and show you on mine. So look at Sophie had a great idea. She inspired us. So here's my jellyfish, right? It's kind of like this little shape right here. And then the tentacles kind of come down, but I'm not going to see so many of the tentacles very long because it's underneath my water, right? So it's going to be swimming and I'm not going to see all the tentacles down so far. Okay, pretty cool. Now I can add some more color on top of my coral if I like, so that it can kind of blend it out a little bit because I drew it a little bit darker than I wanted. So I'm going to draw maybe a little bit more of my ocean color on top. And I'm going to add some more water. Oh yeah, that's going to be great. It looks really under the water now, yeah. Okay, great. So now I have this step, my last step I'm gonna do. You can keep working on this. And you know what's cool about art is that you can actually stay with something for a few hours. Like if you want to add more details, more details, more details. But what's really cool is that you don't have to be finished as soon as the class is over. But I want to have you guys have time to make other things too. So Hudson, since you inspired us, do you want to show us yours one more time with your 3D person? So look at her cool 3D person sticking up. Awesome. So now we'll be inspired by that. We'll stop. I'll stop spotlighting you, and I will show you that we're going to take another piece of paper, a small piece of paper. Can be any color you want. Okay, I'm going to put myself on the screen. Can be any color you want. And I'm going to make another little person out of paper. That then is going to be me sitting in a boat. Okay, I can be sitting in a boat with a friend. I could have oars in my hands to be rowing my boat.
I thought water spilling, but that's not.
Okay, I could have a motor on the back of my boat that could be making waves. That would be kind of cool, right? So if my person is going to sit in my boat, I want to make them about the same size as a real person sitting in a boat would be, right? If I draw a person that is as big as a piece of paper, this big, is it going to fit into my tiny little boat? No, I have to draw somebody that's going to be about the size of the boat. So I want to have a piece of paper that's kind of small like this, and I'm going to draw the legs and the arms, and then later I'm going to draw some oars for my boat. Okay. So I'm going to cut this out really quickly so that we have, you guys have time to do yours too. So you guys can be watching what I'm doing, or you can be working. If you feel like you know how to do it already, that's totally fine. What I'm doing is I'm just cutting out, and I realize now I have actually cut off one of the arms, but that's okay. I made a mistake. I can fix it, right? So I cut off one of my arms by mistake. I will just get another arm and glue it on. That happens sometimes and we can't get upset about it, right? So here's my one-armed person who's going to be a two-armed person in just a minute. Okay, I got to just get another arm and glue it on. So I'm going to measure about how big I should put it. And I'm going to either tape it or glue it back on. Okay, so now I have two arms here. Excellent. All right. There we go. There's my little two-arm guy. And I'm going to bend him at the waist like this so that he can sit on my boat. Does that make sense? He's going to be like the letter L. I'm going to bend him at the waist, or her. And then I'm going to show you on my computer, on my screen here. So my little guy's going to sit like this on the boat. And then I'm going to make him some little oars that can go in his hands and be in the boat, because it's kind of going to be a rowboat to me. But I think the legs, for my opinion, are just a little bit too long. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut them a little shorter. Right? Sometimes you have to make adjustments when you're making art. And now those legs look a little bit better sized to me. Okay. And now I'm going to draw some skinny little lines out of my paper like this for two oars. Okay, so I'm going to cut a very skinny little line like this. And I'm going to cut it in half. Now I have two equal pieces that I'm going to use as my oars. And I'm going to glue them on his hands. Okay. So I want you guys to work on that.
Excuse me? Excuse me?
Yes.
So me and Jack are way behind, and we really need some time.
You take your time, and if you have any questions, you can ask me, but otherwise just keep working, okay? Don't rush and don't feel like you have to be in a hurry, because great art takes time, okay?
Okay.
All right, I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
You're doing something new. Awesome. So what I'm doing is I'm just showing you guys what I'm doing and talking about it. I made 2 little oars that are going to be for my boat, but you take your time. You don't have to be drawing an oar, and you could even have a different kind of boat if you want. This is just what I'm up to. I'm giving you one suggestion. As you saw before, we can take each other's suggestions and make a lot of cool stuff. Okay. Anybody wants to ask me anything, feel free. Did you guys hear a lot of fireworks for the 4th of July? It was kind of unbelievable. Even though there was no big fireworks show, how many people put off fireworks? Wow. I kind of.
Yeah, my dog Bella was so scared. We had to keep feeding her treats and cuddling her.
Oh, poor Bella, that must have been terrible.
He's the size of a squirrel. He's exactly the size of a squirrel.
He's the size of a squirrel?
Yeah, she's tiny. If you feel her head, she is so cute.
I bet she's adorable.
She is. She really is. And if you come over to our house, oh wait.
Yeah.
After the coronavirus, you can maybe come over to our house sometime and check out Bella. She is
Thank
so
you.
cute.
What a nice invitations. I appreciate that so much.
Where do you live?
I live in North Hollywood. Where do you live?
We don't know.
We live Valley Village. We live at Valley Village.
Close to me. You're very close to where I live.
Do you want to meet sometime?
Yeah, someday we will do that. Thank you for inviting me.
Excuse me?
Yes. Wow, look at that. That's amazing. Great job.
Fluffy. She's my dog.
So here's mine up close, right? See, here's my little guy. He's sitting in the water with the oars because he's going to row the boat.
Colored myself. Why aren't you colored?
I haven't colored myself yet, but I will. I haven't colored myself yet, and it probably would have been easier if I would have waited and colored myself first. Now I got to try to color myself while I'm glued, but that's okay. It actually looks like some really long arms I have here, but they're oars. Maybe I'll glue them on the boat instead. Yeah, I think I'm gonna glue them on the boat instead. Because the way I did it made it look like I had really long arms. So now I'm gonna cut my arms off, which sounds kind of funny. But the reason I'm cutting my arms off is because I wanna make them go in a different direction. Anybody need any help?
No, we're fine.
Excellent. Yeah, we heard so many fireworks at my place, and I think that that I got a little bit scared, and I even jumped in my bed a couple times. But it was cool. It was fun. I guess if you couldn't go see a fireworks show, it was the next best thing. I hope people were being safe, though. Awesome. Okay. So here's my row and arms. Okay, I'm pretty happy with how mine's coming out. I hope you guys are too. And then on Wednesday, when we have class together, we're going to do it as though we're scuba divers in the ocean. So that'll be cool. I wonder if anybody's ever scuba dived before. I never did because I'm kind of afraid to, but maybe sometime I'll try it. I think you might have to be a grown-up to try it. So you guys probably haven't tried it yet either.
I'm practicing. I just have a pretend scuba diving mask.
Oh, awesome. Like a snorkeling mask?
Yeah, snorkel.
Oh, that's awesome.
I'm going to become a scuba diver when I grow up so I can be a scientist.
Oh, very, very cool.
I'm going to be a vet
So now you can see if we're looking at above from mine, you can see my guy sitting in his boat. And here's his oars.
I'm gonna be a vet and I'm gonna be an arm. I'm gonna be a vet and I'm gonna help fish so I can scuba dive.
That's awesome. That's called a marine biologist.
I'm cute.
Excellent.
Can I leave the meeting since I'm done?
If you want, can I take a picture of it first?
Okay.
Okay, hold it up again. I'm gonna spotlight you. Everybody take a look and say, wow, great job. I'm gonna take a picture. Dun, dun, dun. You may go. I'll see you on Wednesday. Have a beautiful day.
Bye, bye, bye.
Okay, how you guys doing? Shiloh, you wanna show me yours? Let's see. Oh, that is so cool, Shiloh. Look at all of those amazing sea animals under the water. I'm gonna take a picture. Hold on. Can you hold it back just a
There's a
Hold on,
dolphin.
back it up a little bit. Right here.
Oh, there you go. Perfect. Oh, I love your jellyfish. Great job.
And I also did a dolphin. I
Oh,
also did a dolphin.
I see the dolphin. Is he jumping? Oh, so cool.
And look at my turtle.
Oh, a turtle's a great idea. I never even thought of the turtle. That's a perfect one
Bubbles
to do.
here, and I did some colorful fishies.
Oh, a turtle's a great idea. I'm about to draw a turtle on mine right now.
And I did some bubbles, and I did some colorful fishies.
Yeah, super
And look,
cool.
one swimming up. Look,
Let's see.
one swimming up.
He's swimming up to the boat.
See, the orange fish is swimming to the boat.
That is
See
so.
it? Do you see the orange fish swimming to the boat?
Now, the last thing I want you guys to do is I'm going to share with you a
Listen,
video
listen.
second because it's going to make you laugh. Okay, so let me pull it up. I'm going to share one video. I should have told Hudson to stay on for a minute. Let me go find it. I'm going to share with you a video about.
Wait, one more thing. Wait, there's one more thing I want to add, and then you can spotlight my video.
Okay, let's see. Go. I'll do it in just a second. Okay.
Just need to put in it.
Okay, here we go. So, okay, watch, I'm gonna show you this in just a second. It's only a few minutes long, but it'll be so, you'll really love it.
Michael's mega clearance event is going on now. Up to 70.
Okay, here we go. Okay, so I'm gonna come out of here so I can show you this on YouTube. Let me close out of my screen. Okay. Okay, watch what I'm gonna show you guys for just a minute. You're gonna think it's so cool. This is a baby whale, a beluga whale, playing fetch with a actual ball. Look at this. They throw the ball into the water. Oh, this is not in a sea world. This is in the ocean. They throw the ball and then he gets so excited he goes to find the ball. And he brings the ball all the way back. Look at this. Can you believe that the whale knows how to do this? He puts the ball in his mouth and he brings it all the way back to the boat. And then they throw the ball again and he plays catch with them. Look at this big giant whale with the ball in his mouth. Look at, there it is. It's like a fun game for him.
I'm done.
Okay,
Playing fetch with
let me come back. Hold on.
Hosted by Facebook user Alan Cohen.
Okay.
The men
Let
on
me
the
get
boat
rid of
carried
this
a
one.
2019 Rugby World Cup ball with them.
Okay, here we go. Okay, let's see. Here we
I
go.
did a mermaid over here.
Oh, Shiloh, a mermaid's perfect. We'll
And
do a great mermaid next time when we do it under the sea, because a scuba diver and the mermaid can fall in love. Okay, so we're gonna say goodbye. Can I see yours, Virginia, before you go? Even if you're not finished? Oh, beautiful. Let me put you on the spotlight. Oh, look how great that is. Awesome. Very beautiful. Next time when we come together, you can show us how you finished, okay? Anybody else want to share with us?
If you want to work on it more.
Clara, do you want to share? Okay, Clara,
Okay.
not right now? Okay.
Okay. Oh, oops. Let me turn that off.
Okay. Clara's gonna share with us. I'm proud of you guys. You did an awesome job.
I just need to
Okay, no problem. Shiloh, I'll come back to you in a second. Let's see, Clara.
this off.
Can you hold it up?
Okay, there. And
There we
then,
go. Oh, super cool. Oh, I love you did 3D jellyfish. That's great. You might need to have your legs just a tiny bit longer. Yeah, put your legs just a tiny bit longer, but the jellyfish is so cool. Awesome. Okay, and last but not least, Emma and Jack, you want to show us? Not today? Uh-oh, you're muted. All right, I don't think they're gonna show us today, but we're gonna say goodbye for today because it's 12 o'clock, so we have to go. Oh, Shiloh wanted to tell me one more thing. Go for it, Shiloh.
You said if we have time, we can do a Pascal bird.
Oh, maybe next time.
We still have Wednesday and we still have Friday together, okay? So today we ran out of time, but if you would like to do a bird on your own and show it to me on Wednesday.
You want to do it on our own?
Yeah.
Okay.
So can you still be on Zoom while I do the bird?
No, we gotta go. She has to have lunch too. It's lunchtime now. Everybody has to have a break.
But
if you can show it to me on Wednesday, okay?
We can do it on our own time and then bring it to class Wednesday. Okay? Thank you so much.
I'll see you on Wednesday.
Hey, Mom.
Okay, bye.
Mom, can we make...
Excuse me?
Excuse me, are other people talking? Oh, is the class over?
I think we're done.
Excuse
Did
me?
they say, no, you're the only one, did they say goodbye already?